Salamat Siang! Welcome to Raw Vibrant Health. My name is Light. Thank you for showing up to my show. I found a little park here, which is really hard to find in Bali, so it's been nice, but this is going to be extra short because now they're burning stuff over here, so. Hope everyone is good. I want to do a little video here, and sometimes I'm going to look because I don't want to step in dog poop. I think most of this area is fine. Anyways, yeah. So welcome to my show. I want to get into a video that a subject. It's basically something that wants to come through. Hopefully, it will help someone out there or remind you something that you can do better. Something that will help you grow. Something that will help you transform and elevate to a better person. So I want to talk about living in a loving presence, being present, being aware, loving awareness, being attentive, being aware of what's going on, being there, being here, being not just being stuck on autopilot, stuck in a robot mode, stuck with the programs, stuck with all this stuff we've been programmed, because it just hit me the other day and I was like, whoa, should make a video about don't be stuck on autopilot, because when you look around these days, the zombie apocalypse, it's already here, and it's not the same as you would think, right? As some would think, because you look around and every single person is on their phone, and they're just but that's that is autopilot, but that's also like the addictive technology that they spent how much billions of dollars on to get us addicted. So there's always a multi-dimensional aspects to your health and to your lifestyle and to your just living in this world and to healing and all this. So that's been really my biggest lessons, is to learn how to be multidimensional, and so there's many facets to how you're living your life, and it just hit me. It's like, be careful about getting stuck on autopilot, because, like, for example, you can be programmed to, your parents took you to McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, wherever you go. I don't know, Tim Hortons if you're in Canada, wherever you're at, to these places that are, processed food or whatever, and then you're continuing to eat that, right? And if you just continue to do the same thing without thinking about, is this a good thing for me to do? Is this healthy? Are there going to be consequences, perhaps? Even though I feel okay, sort of okay sometimes. So it's like, that's an example of like being on autopilot. You're just doing the same thing, and you're just not thinking. You're not thinking at all about. You're just like lifeless. We've all been programmed, and we all can really learn this autopilot thing pretty fast, as you guys know. And also, there's the whole, like, if you're eating dead animals thing, like, sorry guys, but thou shall not kill. Like, you just don't. This is not a point in history when you need to eat animals anymore, or they're, the byproducts of the animals, and you're gonna have, no matter what you want to say, you're gonna have that. Nobody wants to die, and if you know what happens at slaughterhouses, you're eating that energy. So if you're stuck on autopilot, you're just eating your, pork. It's actually a pig that was alive, baby pig, some cases, and like, but it's okay because it's a pig, it's not a dog, right? Because I'm stuck on autopilot and I'm not thinking. I'm just doing what I do every day. I'm not aware of what's going on. I'm doing this because this is what I do, and I don't know. A lot of us don't know another way, right? Or the other way is we like to put it down. Oh, vegans are, look at them, they're all wimpy and skinny, when you have no experience, and it's really just the ego trying to put other people down, you know. So yeah, but like be careful about the autopilot thing. You could do all sorts of things. Like yeah, you could every day just smoke cigarettes, because it's just something you do to cope. It's a coping mechanism, right? When you have stress, you what are you gonna run to? The cigarettes, the alcohol, beautiful women, or whatever, porn, whatever. People do all sorts of things, and to cope, and just because they do it or they bring you pleasure, and it's usually short-term pleasure, short-term gratification, don't get you anywhere. Trust me, I found that out a long time ago in this life. So um, it's true. Like autopilot mode, it's just it can just, you know, it's like you can, and then there's the whole thing of like, you know, like people who, let's say in this fun medical thing that happened in the last 5 years, that fun scam that happened where they really pulled some really heinous stuff. A lot of people are just saying, hey, I'm just doing my job, and so they're just stuck on robot mode. Really, I view those people who said that sort of thing as robots, because you were programmed and you can't think for yourself, and you don't have the awareness to be like and admit like, hey, this isn't right. So instead you just default to the easiest thing you can do, which is the societal, which is the pressure. You're gonna be, yes daddy, yes government, yes boss, because you don't want to get out of the line of the herd. You want to be in with the herd. You're afraid to be the warrior, the black sheep, you know, because it's easier just to follow the ass in front of you, you know. It's easier just to do that. It's a lot harder to be like, okay, well, actually I'll get a different job. I'm not going to work here anymore. You know what, I have kids and everything, and but you know what, I'm still going to be able to support them because I'll find a different way. There's always a different way, because when you break out of the autopilot, what it really is, like I said at the beginning of the video, it's this loving presence, this awareness that is this, you know, have you heard of like spiritual awakening? You've heard about being awake. It's about being awake while you're alive, not being asleep while you're alive. That means as much as you can throughout every second or every hour, every part of your 24-hour day, being awake and aware, and like, oh, I'm eating this, and it's like, well, maybe it's a time that I should try to stop eating this McDonald's, because I know that it's poison, and we could name 1,000 reasons why. Not to mention like I said, the ethical, and the torture with the animals, and also just supporting, giving your money to evil corporations. You know, it's just, you know, you're just eating this, or you're, even if it's a time when you shouldn't be eating like a heavier food, even if it's a clean food, it could still be a heavy food. You can eat almond butter and gluten-free pasta and get really sick. Trust me, you can get really sick. It happened to me. So if you're stuck on autopilot, you're not going to look at all the factors of your health. You're not going to look at you're not going to look at things like, you're just going to be like, oh, I'm going to eat rice cakes and almond butter with honey every single day for breakfast, right? And then every night I'm going to do the same thing, like just doing, it's like, you want to break free from the autopilot. It's like, it's about being aware. It's about, like I said, loving presence, awareness, loving presence. You know, it's about being mindful, which being mindful means, wow, I'm breathing, and I'm aware that this is just a dream, and I'm just witnessing, I'm just watching what's out there, and I'm so much more than my name or my identity or my job or my sex or my role in society or my color of my skin or my religion. I'm so much more than that. And and you're you're walking, and you're like, whoa, I'm walking, and you're not stuck on the auto, like just you're not just stuck on these these habits, these autopilot habits. Some autopilot habits are great. I mean, I go to yoga. I try to go every day. You know, I have good. There's good autopilot things too. But but even within that, there's times when it's like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to rush to get to yoga today. I need more sleep. I didn't sleep good, or you know, I should do this differently, or you know, it's like it's the best to just tune in and tap into your heart here on a daily basis during your day and being like, what's going on? What's good? How can I improve? What should I do next? Instead of just doing the same routine or the same habits, the same stuff that is, you know, a lot of this autopilot stuff can be really negative. That's why I'm making this video. So I hope that this resonates with some of you guys. I hope it came out clear. I'm glad that you're here. I hope it came out clear. And yeah, it's all about like the evolution of your soul, you know, to transfigure, to just like burst through to higher levels of your purpose and your way to be alive. You know, that's what it's about. Because if you get, you're just, I'm just, you're just like, you're doing these things and you're not aware of like, you know, a lot of it's like you're not even aware of your body a lot of the time. People who are really unconscious, they're not even aware that they're alive. They're in their head so much that they're not, and they don't even remember they have a heart that they should actually be in. That's the keys. Like I've said a lot of times, you got to live from your heart, because a lot of people, they just get trapped in these thoughts and ideas, and in the ego especially just clamps down, and it's very crafty and it's very cunning, and it's like just in these thought forms and these what do you call it, stories and projections, and like, dude, it's like that. Ugh. When that happens, it's really easy to just be like, okay, now I'm gonna go eat you know, KFC or something, and not think about where did this food come from. Is it ethical? Is it healthy for me? Not, you know, are you gonna go drink a bunch of alcohol at a bar? Well, that can be definitely an autopilot thing. But then there's a point when you're doing that, and hopefully someone like me, or just, I don't know how, but you're like, hey, someone like me maybe could plant some seeds, and you're like, oh my gosh, you know what? This time I'm going to break the cycle. I'm going to break the cycle. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to get off the autopilot and do something more positive, right? Like I said, a lot of times the autopilot can be good, but even when it's a good habit, you don't want to be super just forget that you're alive and just be in your head. Like, you don't want to be like eating my raw vegan pizza like last night. Like, I really enjoyed it, you know, but a lot of times I can be on autopilot and I'm just like, I'm not chewing, right? So, and if you're doing that, then it's like you're not really completely one with life. You're just rushing through for something better, or running from something is a big thing with a lot of people. And of course, I definitely have things that I've ran from before and things I work on, you know. So I'm the least perfect of the bunch, but yeah, this smoke is getting it's not too bad. It's all going that way, but it is starting to rain. I'm gonna head back to Ubud. But yeah, I hope this was a good one. Hey guys, I love you so much. Be well and be blessed. Have a beautiful day, and I'll be thinking about a lot of you guys. I do like to see the comments and to have this thing I have here. So peace be with you.